her. Let go of her. Somebody call the cops. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, those were some of the frantic words from numerous Timberline High School students as they watched the defendant, Ihsan Ali, put his 17-year-old daughter, Fatima Ali, in a headlock at the inner city transit bus stop in front of Timberline High School. You will hear from those students. They will tell you that when they got to the bus stop, they saw Fatima there, and they also saw her boyfriend, Isaiah, there. The students will tell you that as they were at the bus stop minding their own business and waiting for the bus to show up, Fatima's father arrived. And shortly after his arrival, an argument ensued between Mr. Ali and his daughter, Fatima. The students will tell you that during the course of that argument, Isaiah tried to help Fatima, and as a result of that, Mr. Ali punched Isaiah in the face. You will also hear that after Mr. Ali punched Isaiah, he then proceeded to grab Fatima and put her in the headlock. And during that struggle, Mr. Ali ended up falling to the ground. And rather than releasing his grip from his 17-year-old daughter's neck, he took her down to the ground with him. Mrs. Ali also showed up to the bus stop scene. And you will hear testimony from witnesses that rather than helping her daughter in that situation, Mrs. Ali also proceeded to wrap her arm around Fatima's neck and was compressing her neck, causing Fatima to have difficulty to breathe. Due to what happened at the bus stop, Fatima was also diagnosed with a condition called pneumomedium sinum, which is in essence when air leaks out of your lungs into other parts of your body. I ask that you pay close attention to the testimony of witnesses. And at the end, we ask that you return a verdict of guilty on all charges against both Mr. Ihsan Ali and Mrs. Zahraa Ali.
October 18th, 2024 was not a day like any other day. You're going to hear from witnesses about what happened that day. I'm going to tell you the day started early, about 4 a.m. You're going to hear Fatima say that she left her house. She ran away from home. Her parents, concerned when they woke up, they called the police and made a report that she had run away. You're going to hear she was at Timberline High School for most of the day. You are going to hear that Mr. Ali had a conversation with his daughter about coming home. Was not yelling, not out of anger at that point. And you're going to hear that Isaiah and Fatima started struggling. Isaiah inserted himself into the situation. You're going to hear him testify that he was punched. This incident was captured on video in its entirety. People are going to testify to different things, and I want you to compare what people say to what you see.
Fatima Ali, 17, will tell you, I don't think that my mom was trying to hurt me. I think that she was trying to protect me from the chaos. She appeared worried. She appeared scared. She was worried for me. We have the video from the bus. There's additional cell phone videos that you will see. You will see her. She is holding onto her daughter. She's not holding onto her neck. In the state's eyes, is the allegation of attempted murder. It is that act that is the allegation of assault in the second degree. And unlawfully imprisoning her 17-year-old daughter. I appreciate you taking the time and the service to be here and to listen intently. And I'm confident, particularly with the benefit of the video and listening to the witnesses, you will reach a just decision and conclude that my client is not guilty.
As I was approaching the stop, I noticed there was a commotion going on. Initially, I thought it was just teenagers being rowdy, but as I got closer to the stop, I noticed there was actually a grown man fighting with some teenage students. While they were fighting, while the punches were being thrown, he did lay a punch onto the male student who fell back. And at that time, the adult actually grabbed this female student.
Sorry, when you say grabbed her, what do you mean by that?
He grabbed her by like through the front, spun around, and then put a chokehold on her. As he was holding her, he was clutching his arm, and he was choking her. I noticed her eyes rolling into the back of her head, so right there, as I grabbed his hand and I pulled it off, I was able to spread his arms apart, and that's when she got free.
I assume were you in full uniform?
I was.
She asked you, are you coming from the school, correct?
Yes.
And she said, well, my daughter doesn't go to that school anymore, correct?
Correct.
Oh. You never asked her if she read English, correct?
I did not.
And you saw that there was a potential language barrier, correct?
Correct.
And then he asked you, are you with the school? You said no, correct?
Correct.
You never told her to stay away from the school, correct?
Correct.
And that this all had to do with Isaiah and his family and to not have contact with them, Isaiah individually, correct?
Correct.
She said, are you with the school? And you said no, correct?
Correct.
So the impression that was left that you communicated to her was that this was separate from anything to do with the school, correct?
I can't assume.
As we were driving up, we saw there were several people involved, and we thought that it was possibly a high school altercation. There was quite a bit of screaming that was going on from the situation, and I heard several people say some rather alarming things. There were sentences such as, her eyes are rolling in the back of her head, she can't breathe, someone call 911, let go. I was able to see what appeared to be a man on the ground with a young woman that he had subdued somehow. When I crossed the street, I saw that the young woman who had been held down on the ground, she was being pulled up, and she was stumbling behind the trees. She seemed to not know what her surroundings were. She was like I said, she was in kind of a panic. She turned around and looked at me, and her eyes were huge. I mean, she had hair in her face. She looked completely disheveled. She looked very confused, absolutely terrified.
If it's a one-on-one fight, I wouldn't stop necessarily. But it was a huge mob of kids, and to me, that's unjust. I seen a grown man choking a young teenage girl. He was on his back and had the young girl on top of him in a rear naked choke. Yeah, there was a pretty good group of kids trying to stop what was going on.
When you saw the young female, how did she appear to you when you saw her?
Her face was changing colors when she was being choked.
What kind of colors? I mean, when you say that, what does that
She
mean?
was gonna lose consciousness if it continued.
And after he let go, did he move anymore?
He tried to get up.
When he tried to get up, did you stop him?
Yes.